The athletes coming out for the handshake to get ready to begin. Both athletes having gone through several matches throughout the day to get to this point. And here we go. Oh, the Russian athlete dropped for almost like a flying scissor attempt. Effectively defended by the Uzbek athlete, who's working in the faking shoulder throws. Both athletes testing reactions. The Uzbek athlete again in for the shoulder throw attempt. Effectively stopped by the Russian athlete. Grigorian. We started in the middle here. Athletes looking for their grips. The Uzbek athlete, in for a high crotch, and the Russian athlete turned almost with an inner thigh sweeping throw. Both athletes effectively defended both attempts. Though the Russian athlete was brought to his chest on his defense, giving up 1 point. Back up, working for grips. 1-0 Uzbekistan. The Uzbek athlete again went in for a drop shoulder throw, effectively defended by Grigorian from Russia. Brought back to their feet. Working for their grips. Looks like the Uzbek athlete likes that shoulder throw. He reached under there again and stopped. This time he went back for a high crotch. And the attempted high crotch lift, but the Grigorian from Russia countered it. Both neutralized, no points given. And we're back to the standing. The Uzbek athlete more aggressive with his grips and attacks. The Russian athlete a little more calculating. The Uzbek athlete jumped in for a headlock throw takedown. The Russian athlete rolled back and countered it with a backward drop throw. Now the referee awarded the the Russian athlete 4 points on that takedown. And there's going to be a review. If this stands, it'll be 4-1. We'll see. So we had the Uzbek athlete, they're shown in the replay here, working in, getting the head wrap, going for the head wrap hip throw, and the Russian athlete dropping behind him and doing a back sacrifice throw. And we'll see here as they're reviewing what the verdict is going to be. Initially awarded 4 points. From my position, not as a referee, looked like a good call. It looked like effectively countered and known by the Russian. The move was effectively countered and a new takedown initiated by the Russian athlete. But we'll see as the real referees decide. Still reviewing. Its termination is going to be who actually owned the end result. Did the Russian in his counter take control of the throw, make it his own? And we saw a replay of it again. Definitely initiated by the Uzbek fighter was the takedown. And then from the momentum, reversed in movement by the Russian athlete. Still reviewing. Both athletes have to be on the side of the mat while this review goes on. It's a long review here as they continue to replay it and make a decision. In this match so far, the Russian athletes definitely been a little more, I don't know if cautious is the right word, but not as aggressive as the Uzbek athlete. Picking his moments a little more, where the Uzbek athlete has been much more aggressive throughout. Referees are still debating in themselves what they're going to do here. This is a very long review, maybe the longest review I've seen this World Championships. Of course, with everything on the line for these two athletes, it's probably a good thing that the referees want to try and get this right, make sure it's the right call, since it is the final. Whoever wins this match is the world champion. Again, they show definitely initiated by the Kazakh athlete, where he goes in for, wraps the head and goes for the hip throw. And the Russian athlete rotates around with his counter. And it stays. The call, I have to say I agree with that call. Not that I'm a referee. And I think the good call he did to counter it, he did own the end result of that throw. They're back in the middle here fighting, actually to the edge of the mat. Working for grips. Kazakh athlete tried to grab the leg there for a second, effectively defended by Grigorian. One out of bounds, both brought back in. No passivity for any out of bounds so far. There's one passivity on the Russian athlete. For the match, it's 4-1 Russia. The Uzbek athlete rolled back for a rolling back side sacrifice throw, which was countered by Grigorian from Russia. And again, they're brought back to the middle of the mat. Uzbek athlete rolled in for or dropped in for a fireman's, effectively countered by Grigorian from Russia. No passivity. Brought back to the middle, and we're back at it again. Attempted drop shoulder throw attempt by the Uzbek athlete. It was defended by by Grigorian from Russia. Again, no passivity call here. And they're back up and gripping at the edge of the mat. And we had a nice body drop by the Russian athlete. And he was awarded 2 points. It's now 6-1 Russia over Uzbekistan. The Uzbek athlete is really pushing it again. They're near the edge of the mat. Both with heads low. And the Uzbek athlete actually went for the same headlock hip throw that he attempted before. This time defended by Grigorian. They're both on the mat, and Grigorian working hard for an armbar. Still working hard for the armbar. Trying to roll under the Uzbek athlete to turn him. Effectively defended with no submission. Athletes are being brought back to their feet. RAKHMONOV and Grigorian giving a very, very good match. 6-1 may show a little bit of a disparity, but both athletes really going for it and giving a nice show. Grips on or toward the edge of the mat again. Both heads are low. 40 seconds here. RAKHMONOV again feinted with a drop shoulder throw. Snapped down to his knees by Grigorian. Grigorian took his back, stretching him out a little, trying to get the turn. So far, no, and effectively defended. RAKHMONOV effectively defended Grigorian's attempt to roll him over. Now they're both being brought back to their feet. To the middle of the mat, still 5 points and only 15 seconds needed to be picked up by the Uzbek athlete. Passivity call being given to Grigorian. 1 point awarded to RAKHMONOV. RAKHMONOV in again, wrapping that head. Effectively defended by Grigorian, who's fought off all attempts by the Uzbek athlete. And Aram Grigorian is the 2019 82 kilogram sports sambo world champion. Nice match. Fans are a little bit unhappy, but I think Grigorian did a really good job. Both athletes gave it all. Even though the score reflected maybe a little more dominance by Grigorian, RAKHMONOV was definitely the more aggressive competitor and was in the match at all times. Grigorian was very effective in his counters and more aggressive on the mat.